Right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depends when you're watching this. This is a preview show. I'm Foxy, and I know I may look like a dinner lady. I've had my hair cut. It's a bit fluffy, so I'm not going to unveil it today, so I've gone for the old cap, the usual Fox look. Rob's with me as usual. You alright, Rob?
Yeah, Foxy.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, like I say, this is a preview. And to be honest with you, Rob, I just want to make a little note before we go any further. This has gone too far now, this. It's gone far too far. I know we talk about Rob's papier-mâché set every week in his shed. He's decided to use pipe cleaners. Look what he's got me on. This is too, he's taking this too far. He's taking this too far, Rob. I'd like to introduce you all to Tony Pulis. You alright, Tony? Yeah. He's sound. So, anyway, while we're all here, we're here for a reason. World Cup fever. It's back again. We're all trying to not get excited about England, but it just, you can't help it. It overwhelms you. Unfortunately, I aren't doing the England games, as you all know. And I did the draws, as you all know, and I should have fixed it. So I've actually brought me notes with me today, because I'll be honest with you, being in the loft is too high for me. So let's crack on, sports fans. Russia v Saudi Arabia. It's a big opening game, massive opening game. Probably one of them games where you're going to fall asleep within 20 minutes. So bear with me, because you haven't seen the team sheet. Russia, Saudi Arabia. Russia are ranked the worst team in this tournament, closely followed by Saudi Arabia, who are they're nothing flash either. This is possibly one of the worst opening games I can remember for a long time. It probably end up being 5-5 now. Russia have been garbage since they found out they were hosting it. I think they've won one game, which was South Korea or North Korea. I think they beat North Korea. They've had a really poor draw recently with Austria 0-0. I think they beat Uzbekistan or something like that 5-0. But they've been poor since they found out. Saudi Arabia, again, another poor team. I'm going to refer to my notes for this one though. Saudi Arabia haven't done much either in the qualifying. So, I mean, like I say, this is nothing flash this game, but we're going to try and get through it. So, I'm going to try and name some team sheets. Now, you may be familiar with some of these players. You probably won't be. Russia's team, keeper Akinfi, Fernandez, Ignishevich, Granat. You see, the thing is, I just want to stop you there. The thing is that what you all can't see is how much fun they're all having watching me try to pronounce some of these team sheets. But I'm going to crack on. Granit, Kudryashov, don't know where he plays, sorry people. Supnen, Samedov. Sorry, there's another dinosaur coming in my direction there. Zizigov, Golovin. I know who Golovin is. Golovin's quite a good player. Plays for CSK Moscow, I think. Chelsea are interesting. Really talented midfielder, attacking midfielder. He's actually one player to look out for. And Shirkov, to be fair. And Smolov, who's actually a decent player too. Saudi Arabia's possible lineup. Bear with me, because this isn't me stuttering here. This is exactly as I'm reading it. But there's a lot of these. Almayov, Albrek, Housawi and Housawi. Two centre-backs play together. Al-Habov, Otaf, Al-Shiri, Al-Jazim, and that was Al-Jazim. Al-Faraj, I don't know if he's left wing. He might be right wing if it's Al-Faraj. Al-Dawasari and Al-Shalawi. And I think there's actually Al-Shalawi's, there's a shop named after him on Linthorpe Road, because I've eaten food from there. So, let's talk about these two. They've only ever had one previous head-to-head. Back in 1993, a friendly clash. Russia won 4-2, but Russia had an half-decent team. And people like Dmitry Karin in goal. That'll do. Let's have a little look at this down here. I am referring to me notes. On the back. You're alright, Tony? 2 seconds. You used to be in stood still anyway, Tony. I've watched you for the last 6 months. Let's have a look on here. Like I say, the host nation has just won 1 game out of 14 matches. That's appalling. So last World Cup was in Brazil. Obviously we all know about Brazil. They got hammered in the semi 7-1. Really all about Neymar until he got injured. So there's no one really stand out to talk about. Saudi Arabia, actually, looking at this, have avoided defeat in 6 of the last 12 matches. Russia, again, lowest ranked team. I mean, that's appalling. I don't think they'll get through the group stages, in my own opinion. The bookies rate them quite high, rate them with a better odds than you would expect, though, because obviously they're going to have a crowd behind them. Probably a lot of trouble. Let's have a look. Now, here's a crazy stat for you that you might not know, and you might not even care. Saudi Arabia, out of the 23-man squad, 10 of their players play for the same team. Now, looking back in tournaments with England, for example, when we've had the majority of Man United players and Chelsea players, it works. It does help when a team has a lot of players playing for the same club. Whether they all play or not, I do not know. There's nothing flash to interest you with Boro fans, or sports fans, should I say. Let's have a look. Smoloff, who's a forward, expect to lead the line. He's a decent striker. Golovin and Dzigov will provide the main support for the lone striker. They'll probably play attacking midfield. But again, like I say, there's nothing flash with it. Top scorer for Saudi Arabia is Mohammed Al Shalawa. Like the style front for Saudi Arabia, looks like he had scored 28 goals in his 40 appearances. But look, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this up pretty quickly because I'm really worried being up here. Like I say, I don't know how long Tony Pulis can hold me, and these pipe cleaners don't feel very sturdy to me. So, I'm going to say, in closing, really poor game. I wouldn't tune in if I were you. It'll be a terrible, terrible game. I'm going to go 2-1 Russia. So, thanks for tuning in, sports fans. You probably want to stay on a bit longer because you've got to see me get down from here, but I'll probably see you in A&E. That'll be my next review. Peace out, whoever you are, wherever you are.